Hello, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. Here for the first episode of the new year, episode 3. And what are we discussing today? Mokele Mbembe. Now, this is one that I've been interested in like easily 30 years. Because when I was somebody a little bit older than you, I saw some footage of some stuff, and then there's pictures and everything. Grab your guy. And so I remember there was this video when I got a little bit older. It was on, I think it was on cryptozoology.com. I don't even know if that website exists anymore. But it was from 1992, allegedly from the Tokyo Broadcasting Corporation or system. I can't remember what they called them, what it was called. But they were deep in the Congo. They filmed a lake from high up, and then within it was something swimming. A lot of people thought it was either elephant. Some people thought it was just, some stuff swimming through there that together it looked like one big creature. And then other people thought it was this cryptid. So a lot of people think it looks like this. A lot of people described Mokele Mbembe as a sauropod. 4 legs, big body, long windy neck. And it's something, if you're not familiar with it, it's from the Congo region in Africa, and it's the within the Bantu mythology. That's what it is. So the Bantu is I want to make sure I get this right because I don't want to get it wrong. The Bantu religion is a system of various spiritual beliefs and practices that relate to the Bantu people of Central, East, and Southern Africa. So the Bantu people, they are some of the people who believe in Mokele Mbembe, and there's even a famous thing. I believe it was who was it now? I have notes here. Which one was it? There's so many. Roy Mokele. So Roy Mokele is a famous cryptozoologist. I was thinking it was Bernard Heuvelmans. Probably mispronounced his last name too. But it's Roy Mokele. I believe he went to the Congo a few times in search of it. And at one time, they had shown images of a sauropod to the pygmy tribes that live there. And they said, that's Mokele Mbembe. So is Mokele Mbembe something? It's pretty big.
Yep.
How big is it? Do they think it is?
Bigger than an elephant.
Bigger than holy, wow, that's big, eh? All right, we got this book here. Look at that, holy, that is huge.
That's a human right there.
Yeah, and then Mokele Mbembe.
Mokele Mbembe, elephant.
So one of the first descriptions of it was let's see who it was. It was a German captain, Ludwig Frere von Stein zu Lausnitz, and this was described by Willy Ley in his book, The Lungfish and the Unicorn. So von Stein was ordered to conduct a survey of different colonies in Cameroon, and he heard stories of this mythical thing, the Mokele Mbembe, and this is what he was quoted as saying, though he apparently never published this report, and I think it was something where maybe the German government was, kind of said nope. But this is what he said that Ley published. The animal is said to be of a brownish gray color with a smooth skin. Its size is approximately that of an elephant, or at least that of a hippopotamus. It's said to have a long and very flexible neck, like that guy. Where's your guy?
Oh, not very flexible in this toy.
It's a toy, yeah.
Yeah, it's a toy.
And only one tooth, but a very long tooth. Some say it's not a tooth, but a horn. And a few spoke about having a very long muscular tail like that of an alligator. Canoes come near it are said to be doomed. The animal attacks the vessels and will kill the crews, but doesn't eat the bodies. The creature is said to live in the caves that have been washed out by the rivers in the clay of its shores. It is said to climb the shores even at daytime in search of food. Its diet is said to be entirely vegetation. And then later on, there was an account 1911. We have this here. According to German adventurer Lieutenant Paul Gratz, he said the crocodiles found only in very isolated specimens in Lake Bangweulu, except in the mouths of the large rivers of the north. In the swamp lives the sanga, much feared by the natives who live there, a degenerate saurian, which one might well confuse with the crocodiles, were it not that its skin has no scales, its toes are armed with claws. I did not succeed in shooting a sanga, but in the island by Wawala, I came by some strips of its skin. And they said that it was a quadrupedal sauropod, so much like your toy there. Yeah, so growing up, there's also, what was it called now? I remember watching this a million times. Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend. So that was about a bunch of like Mokele Mbembe type creatures. I actually don't remember if the movie was any good. Now, obviously, this is episode 3 of Steve and Auryn Discuss. So one of the things that we typically do is we discuss.
Yeah.
Is this something that exists? So what do you think? Do you think something like this could still exist?
Yes.
And how come?
Because like it to be like so Mokele Mbembe to be disguised as like the elephant with the trunk being like the end of the trunk would be like the head of Mokele Mbembe, just like with no tusk and like just like osteoderms for like the eyes and it to be real.
So do you think it's in the same clade as sauropods?
Yes, and also elephants.
Okay, so then it could be like an elephant sauropod like hybrid.
Yep.
I mean, if it's in like the Congo, that's a vast area, so they could very well exist. It could just be that it's so remote, and it's such a limited population that we just never, people just don't come across them.
Or like just nobody sees them, or like it to be the same color, like it to camouflage, so like they to be like very shy, so they to camouflage and like be the same color, the trees, and like they can
or you know what?
Touch.
Maybe they're not even shy. Maybe they just know that if humans come around, we're gonna do something bad.
Yeah.
Because humans are horrible to nature and to animals, so they could just be like, you know what? We stay away from these people.
Yep.
And then maybe they live in harmony with some of like the indigenous people that live there. But then anytime any outsiders come, they're like, they blend in. They kind of like how Pete's Dragon could do it in the Pete's Dragon movie.
Yep.
Could just blend in and just like, chameleonize themselves. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mokele Mbembe could definitely exist.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully we never find out if they do or not, because then that would mean that they can stay away from being caught or killed. But yeah. Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
What we're going to do for the next episode?
No, let's leave that as a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise people will get super excited for it, and they'll be like commenting and messaging, and it'll be pandemonium. We don't need that stress. Yeah. Right? We just need to we'll surprise them. Okay?
Okay.
So final verdict, Mokele Mbembe exists?
Yep.
Exists. What do you think? Do you think other people think it exists?
I don't think people think it exists because it's just it's basically like a dinosaur and everybody thinks that dinosaurs when it stinks, but some people think that dinosaurs don't even live.
There's people who don't believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we'll wrap it up there. So this has been
Auryn
and Steve, and this has been episode 3 of Steve and Auryn Discuss. And how do we wrap this up?
Like and subscribe, comment, and make lots of views.
Yeah. And then, this is Auryn and Steve.
Out.
Out.